I'm Susan Hooper. I'm co-founder of Chapter Zero, which we set up in 2019 with the intent of helping board directors and chairs get up to steam with what they need to know on sustainability. And we've created a network now in the UK. It's almost 3,500 members, and we've got 72 chapters worldwide. And basically we convene. We're a convener. We're a curator of information. And we are able to convene partners such as McKinsey to help us understand what the subject matter topics are, and then help translate that into real life practical actions.
The board brings so many different experiences. Often people who have worked in different sectors have a storied history in many different companies before, and they can bring really great examples of how tech has perhaps been used in different spheres, how tech's been used to drive sustainability in those spheres and bring them to the company. Management teams, of course, are very, very busy, having to often fight fires, run the day-to-day business. But the board can take that long-term view. What is the sustainability technology that's really going to unlock that long-term growth? And how can tech help companies to meet their 2030, 2040, or even 2050 sustainability targets? I think the board, again, can take a bit of a step back role. The board can look not just at what's happening maybe this year or the year after, which is going to be top of the management team's mind, but the board can see if the foundations for long-term future success is being built.
So I think the starting point is to see AI as a tool. So don't think about AI as a technology, as something you need to have a strategy for. See it as a tool that enables your business strategy. Think about priorities and objectives you're looking to achieve, and then think about the processes that drive those. AI then is a tool to help you improve the way those processes operate. What you're trying to do, I think, with sustainability is achieve more efficiency, make these things more productive, minimize the amount of inputs you require, minimize the amount of wastage. So I think what AI helps to achieve is exactly these things. It enables you to achieve greater productivity, improved efficiency, and better decisions that mean you waste less, you take less wrong turns, you have more time that you're spending first time fixing things rather than getting it wrong and having to redo things. So once you've understood the things you're trying to achieve and your business priorities, and you understand the processes that drive them, you then want to systematically go through those processes within your business. The aim is to understand how you can achieve incremental gain. So how do you break these processes into steps, understand how you can enhance different parts of that process through the application of AI. It's really important that you have the ROI understood, but you also want to understand how those incremental gains add up into something that's collectively transformative.
So boards need to consider responsible artificial intelligence and what that means for their organization. RELX has been in the vanguard of thinking about these issues and creating a set of guidelines. How do they need to be adjusted? There are things like having human oversight for the solutions, being able to explain how they work, working really hard to make sure that bias is avoided, considering the real world implication of the solutions on people. So these are just some of the things that we are thinking about and are applicable, I think, for all boards as they look to apply these technologies.
And I think when it comes to technology deployment and climate, there is a conflation about technology being the silver bullet. And when it comes to climate action and decarbonizing, it's about real assets. So you really have to take out boilers and put in heat pumps. You have to put steel and cement in the ground to deploy renewable energy. And so technology is an enabler, but is not a silver bullet that solves all of our climate issues. The other piece around technology and its leverage that we can use from a sustainability perspective is the data management and helping to pull data together, clean up data so that we can make insightful and better decisions as we kind of embed sustainability and technological strategy into our business strategies and how we operate going forward. So when it comes to the deployment of technology and AI, there are concerns from a sustainability perspective that is not spoken about a lot. And I think it's something that we need to elevate in these conversations. And there are three areas of concerns for me is the land use challenge and competition, from rolling out data centers to accommodate the growth and deployment of AI. There is also the energy and water consumption impact, which is not being measured. And of course, there will be some biodiversity impact as well as we roll out. And so there are those considerations that I think is not being elevated enough in terms of how we use and deploy AI, but also making sure that it works effectively for climate, people, and nature.
The driving force of setting up and working with and running Chapter Zero has been to create impact at board level on the topic of sustainability. Every time I attend these meetings, and I do because I am learning as well, I see another link being made, another spark, another thought, oh yeah, I could do it that way. And increasingly we hear members talk about how they are speaking out more or feel more confident and informed to know what to do about certain situations.